Right, welcome to the reloading bench. Today, 223 loading. I've already done a load of shotgun shells lately, so I need to do some 223. So basically, first of all, I will deprime and resize. Deprimed, resized. And then I put it in the drill, like so. And this tool is basically caliber specific case trimming tool. Give it a blast on there, that's done. And then I'll deburr it with this tool. That's deburred and also tapered to get the bullet head back in. I then use a primer pocket cutting tool because these Hornady once fired shells, they have a lip in them, and if you don't cut it out it's hard to get the primer in. So that's done. Clean any crap out of there now, ready for a new primer. You probably can't see that, but it's deprimed and ready to go. So then I put the shell case back in the lead press, whack a primer in, and that case is now ready to be refilled. So I will go to part 2 shortly and show you how to refill, or not show you how to, show you how I refill them, and go from there. So see you in a bit. Right, so basically that's it. I'm just going to knock a couple of these out now, just so you can see how I basically do it without pissing about the cameras. Size and reprime, add a new primer to the tool, and you can get through these quite quickly really when you're not pissing about trying to make a video. So I'll see if I can just knock 3 out, see how long it takes. That's done. That's done. Bit boring really. Oh, very important, I almost missed this one out. Make sure you got a brew, because reloading can be as boring as fuck. Oh, and for the thoroughbred reloaders, this is the way I do it, and I find it very successful. I've shot thousands of foxes. You probably get the real reloaders. Oh, you don't do it like that. You do it like this, and you've got to wash your brass for 27 hours and put them in the oven. Fuck off! I shoot foxes. I'm not in target competition. A mate of mine taught me how to reload, and I've seen him do rabbits at 800 yards. I'll never shoot that far. So that's it. Put primer back in there. Another one done. Ready for reloading. What did Aussie Man say? Here's me face, you wankers. He's brilliant. And what I'll do a couple of these, and then I'll swap the dies and ready for putting the heads in. I've already filled the powder thrower. I use N133 powder for the 223. It's a stick powder, so I generally, instead of just filling the cases, I'll actually weigh the powder as well, because sometimes it can throw it slightly uneven. It takes a little bit longer, but I'm getting cloverleaf group at 100 yards with these rounds. Good enough. Most of my foxes are shot sub 200 yards. Occasionally we'll do them out to 300 yards, but normally I use the Best Fox Call GC 350. We normally bring them in 100 yards to 200 yards. So that's it really. I'm a fox shooter, not a target shooter. I reload to save money. I don't do it because I want to be, Oh, I want it so accurate. Oh, I want to hit a flea in the arse at 500 yards. Fuck off. You can kill foxes cleanly at 250, 300 yards. Good enough. And reloading saves a third of the cost. So £1, I think it's about £1.50 a factory round now. I use 53 grain Hornady VMAX, 24 grain of powder, N133 Vitervori, and that's about it. You don't need to be more accurate than that. So, I mean, if you can head shoot rabbits at 150 yards, you're absolutely fine on foxes. That's the way I look at it anyway. So anyway, if you've got comments about my reload and you don't like the way I do it, in the words of my brother, go fuck yourself. This is the way I do it. It works. And you can check out some of the videos of the foxes that I've shot with them. Right, I'm going to swap everything round shortly, and you can check out part 3. Refilling, put the heads in, and check everything's the right size, which it should be. See you in a bit. Right, I'm going to start filling some cases. Everything's set up here, and what I do is basically I'll fill the case with the powder thrower, but I'll put the powder on the scales. I've got a digital Hornady scales, just to get confirmation, because using a stick powder, this Vitervori, with this powder thrower can throw out an inaccurate amount of powder. So I'll show you what I do. Fill the case. That's thrown out a 23.9 grain of powder. So I'll just add a very small amount to get it up to 24 grain, like that. And sometimes it throws out at 24, but sometimes it can throw either side. Get all the powder in there. I'm using sort of, I think they're called bobtail 53 grain VMAX. Put the head in the case, put it in the press, and then I'll just check the size to make sure that's the correct size, which it is, 22.5, well 2.225 inches, which is factory. I load them with factory size so they fit the magazine perfect, and that's your loaded bullet. So I'll do another one. Powder in. Check the powder, see that needs another grain as well. Not too much in. A grain of powder is virtually nothing. But as I want them at 24 grain, there we go, 24 grain. I don't want them at 24.1 or 24.2, because when I was checking my groups, they were opening up a bit. Another bullet head in. Back in the press. Check the size. Not sure you can see that. 22.5. That's exactly what I want. So that's it. 24 grain of powder. N33 Vit. The price of that, robbing bastards. Hornady VMAX 223 rounds, good to go. Like I say, if you're not happy with the way I reload, feel free to go and have a little cry on the reloading pages. This is the way I do it. I shoot foxes, I shoot thousands of the things. If you found it entertaining, good. Hit the like button. If not, go fuck yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll edit this now, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Take care.